going to talk next with Molly Thompson, who has been helping us out as a volunteer with the jury room. And we're going to talk a little bit about volunteerism and being a Thompson in Fort Worth and things like that. Welcome,
Hi.
Molly. So you're helping us out with the jury room this time.
Yes, I am.
What's that like?
It's a lot of fun. It's really sweet.
Is there good food in there? Do you keep
There
good
is
food in there?
delicious food.
Fantastic.
I get to pick it out.
Oh, do you?
Kind of. Well, I help with the menu.
Oh, yeah? So what do they like? What do they want to eat in there? Do they tell you?
No, they don't. But last year I was also involved with the jury, and 2 years in a row, the favorite so far, it's only day 2, but has been a home cooked meal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's just obvious on the difference. And they're so excited and
Yeah.
so thankful.
But there are snacks at every break.
Snacks at every break, fruit, pimento cheese is popular.
Pimento
Cookies.
cheese is good stuff.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and
So how do you decide?
lots of coffee.
How do you? Oh yeah. How do you decide what to put out? How do you? Like in the morning, what are you going to put out versus
The morning
the
is
afternoon?
just light fruit, and then the afternoon. Well, we also feel it out. Sometimes they're really hungry, and sometimes they don't touch anything at all. So I don't know, but the coffee is always.
Coffee is a
full.
constant, even
Yes.
in the evening, or maybe especially in the evening.
In an evening like this, yes.
Right, where they're
'Cause
going to
they
be
have a
here for a
long
very
night.
long time.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to ask an incredibly obvious question. It'll be obvious to you, but not so obvious to the viewing audience. How'd you get involved in volunteering for the Cliburn?
I was raised around the Cliburn. My mom is the chairman.
We spoke to her yesterday. That's Carla Thompson, the chairman of the
Yes,
board of the
yes.
Cliburn. So you really had no choice, right?
No choice at all. Well, it's been fun because growing up, when I was younger, she was involved with the gala, and so one of my favorite things every April or May, whenever it rolled around, was going up to the Worthington or wherever it was and seeing the party get put together. And then as I grew up to learn more about the foundation and know Van and Tommy and everyone, it's just been really special. So when Kay Howell reached out to me and Meredith Ray, who's my co-chair, last year, it was kind of like an honor to be able to be more involved because I'm not in Fort Worth, I'm in Dallas, so something that is special to me and special to my mom has been really nice to be a part of.
You know, I think, I've talked about this with other people too, but I think one of the things that makes Fort Worth is its spirit of volunteerism.
Yes.
You know? Especially in the professional competition, we see 1,200 volunteers at that
Yes.
competition. It's always been that way. I've lived here for 30 years. It's always been that way. And it seems to be sort of a handed down thing. The same families get involved. We're always looking for new people, but it's traditional in that way. Families sort of get involved in that.
Yes.
Do you find that to be true? I mean,
I agree. I definitely agree. I know if my sister were she lives in Houston, but if she were more in Fort Worth, she would be right here with me. And we do everything we can to touch on what both my mom and dad are involved with.
right.
So no matter where we are.
And, you know, and I still, he's been gone 3 years, but I still feel the spirit of Van
Yes.
around these
Yes.
events. You know, it was
Definitely.
so interesting with Van, particularly in the professional competition. Some people would always wonder why Van was not at every single session of the competition. And while, you know, that's almost, you know, impossible if you're not on the jury, it's so exhausting to come to everything. People just wanted to
Everything.
see Van, you know, of
Yes.
course, a lot. And also, but I think what people didn't realize about Van was that he suffered with every contestant that played. He knew what that life was like and how much responsibility
Definitely.
it entailed. And I think he alone really knew the kind of pressure that those kids were and are
Yes.
under, and also what was going to happen to them if they won, the kind of pressure they're under if they win to deliver every time, because he lived his whole life like that. But he
Right.
was such a positive presence. You know, he was such an encouraging presence. Every time he spoke to the amateurs and to the professional contestants, it
He
was
was
always
wonderful.
he was
And he was a
so
presence.
positive. He
And
really
he
was.
remembered everyone.
Yeah, he did remember everybody. And when he was speaking to you, he was speaking only to you. He
Yes.
was looking at you. He was
Yes.
really involved in what you were saying. Thank you so much, Molly.
Yeah, of
I'll let you
course.
get back to the jury room. They're going to
Thank
need
you.
some coffee in a minute.
Yes, and 2 of them are previous winners, so it's fun
Oh,
for that
absolutely.
too.
Absolutely. Olga and Andre.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much, Molly.
Thank you.